Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Dallin Stanford, World Rugby and Major League Rugby commentator, and joining me for his weekly segment is New England Free Jacks head coach Ryan Martin. Motto, welcome back, my friend.
Thanks for having me, and you'll notice I've got my Bruins hat on today.
The fans asked and you delivered yet again. And as I said, we need to create a fund so you can just, every time we see you out, you're wearing something different, supporting a different side, promoting something different here in New England.
Brilliant. Sounds like a plan.
Good. GoFundMe was setting up pretty soon. Motto, let's talk about being at home again. It must have been so great, not to have to travel, but also to be in front of your home fans again.
Oh, totally. The travel factor, when you take that out, means your Friday is based around your captain's run and the players can sleep in and, get out for a coffee and so forth. It just is such a relaxing experience rolling into a home game. And then to get down to Union Point on the Saturday, it was beautiful conditions, no wind, perfect temperature for rugby. And the crowd, the energy grew throughout the game. And in the second half, I know, talking to the players, we especially felt that the crowd's energy in our performance, and it obviously helped us get home for the win.
Oh, so wonderful to see. Well, let's talk about that. The seventh match this season, you guys faced the Austin Gilgronis. They were coming off a red-hot 4-win streak in a row. And what a Kodang it was. Let's talk through the highlights for us, please.
Yeah, so the Austin team are actually really, really strong. And we knew that this was a big game for us. And they came out of the blocks really hard and really fast. And, they scored early on with that nice try then. And then they just kind of ticked the scoreboard over with their penalties. And really interesting for us, it wasn't until about 37 minutes, as you can see here, where we pulled the trigger on one of our specials. And for me, this allowed me to go into the tent at halftime with a lot of confidence, because statistically, Austin had 56 carries and we'd only had 6 in the entire half. And, the messaging was around, men, if we can hold out for that long, let's just back what we do well, relax a little bit and enjoy the second half. Obviously, we didn't start the second half super well. They scored a nice wee try here with their 9 going through a gap. But even then, we were feeling pretty good. We just knew we needed to get a little bit of field position and get a little bit of possession back as well, and do what we do best, which is, strike off our set piece, get into a bit of our phase play, and let the boys express themselves, which we're really big about in the way we play the game. And this is an awesome moment for big Eric De Jager punching over there. You can see the energy in our team, especially from probably the 50th minute onwards. There was a real vibe, a lot of energy, guys carrying big cleans. And that's pretty cool for us to see. It means we're managing the loads of the players throughout the week really well so that they can play the game for 80 minutes at a frantic pace. And maybe a little bit of the travel started to affect Austin a little bit here. This is a pretty crucial moment for us, and Austin have unbelievable maul defense. So we're pretty wary of that, and we knew we needed to have some options around mauling them. And you can see the forwards put in a great shift here, and put Austin under pressure. And then we get who we call the ultimate warrior, Vian Conradi, comes off the back and goes through 5 people to score a pretty amazing try, really. Once again, how cool is it there in that clip when you got backs coming in and lifting them up off the ground, and pretty pumped. This is a nice moment for our back line. We've been working pretty hard on our skill levels, our running lines, and demanding excellence of each other. And this is just a little bit of icing on the cake from some of the work the backs have been doing. And I thought Harry Bailey had an outstanding game. We actually have a Minuteman award, which he ended up getting for our team. We had a very strong performance, and he's just getting better and better week by week. And I know hopefully the American selectors are having a good look at him. He's going to be a pretty special player. And then we just kind of kept applying the pressure. What's pretty cool for the last 10 minutes for us is we just kept Austin on the defensive end of the field. You can see there it's really hard for them. They're under a lot of pressure. We're actually disappointed here. We believe we should have scored, and would have been nice to have 5 tries against the best defensive team in the competition. But 4 was good, and we got the bonus point. And you can see there the crowd are all on their feet in the grandstand, enjoying what was a pretty cool performance.
Yeah, great analysis there, Coach Motto. And then we have a special photo of you and your friend Jamie McIntosh, the former All Black, the man that loves hitting the gym more than you do, Mr. Muscles. He's the player coach for Austin. Give us an update on the banter between the two of you.
Yeah, it was really awesome to catch up with Jamie McIntosh, or AKA Whopper, after the game. It was, I thought he had a fantastic game. He's looking in great condition. He's obviously hitting the gym pretty hard down there in Austin. And he's a pretty special guy, and he's a brilliant coach. You can see he's got this set piece going really good. And it's amazing that he's still playing with his old bones and on the artificial turf. But what an inspiration. We had a bit of banter. He said the winner of the game will receive 5 kegs of beer. So he'll be setting some Gilgrony specials up to the Free Jacks to enjoy, no doubt.
So great. He must have been very confident that he's upped it to 5 kegs before the game. Yeah. So you're back on the road this weekend, heading to Life University in Georgia. You face Rugby ATL at 8 p.m. Eastern. They're, of course, in the Eastern Conference with you guys, the Free Jacks, boasting the same record, 4 wins and 3 losses, locked at 21 points each on the standings. Your thoughts on the upcoming opposition?
Rugby ATL or Atlanta, they're not too dissimilar to Austin, to be honest. They have a good forward pack. They like to maul. They like to use their maul to draw penalties and score points as well. They've got some big physical ball runners, especially in their back row, as you can see there. And they've got some pretty fleet-footed backline players that we're pretty wary of as well. We're actually really looking forward to this game. I think what we've found with our team is we don't back down from any challenges, and I think it's a pretty big challenge to go down to Atlanta and play them on their home field and put on, firstly, a good performance that we're proud of, but also to try and get a win. And that's a challenge our team's definitely ready for, and we're up for. We've had a great training week, and you can see here they love their rolling maul, and similar to Austin. So I think it's been quite a good 2 weeks for us in terms of preparing for teams that are that strong around their forward play. You can see here that they're a good 80-minute team as well. They played right to the last minute to snatch the win. So they're not scared of going into deep holes and getting out of them. So what a great challenge for our team.
Yeah, Coach, everyone's excited for that matchup this weekend. And then let's check in on the bodies within the squad. Who isn't available for selection, and is anybody coming back?
Yeah, so from the weekend, we just picked up one injury, which was Sean Jacobian, who's had a little bit of unlucky, I suppose you could call it unlucky run with injuries. Obviously did his hand, and now he just picked up a little bit of a knee tweak, so he won't be available for selection. But Pawasa Wakambel is back in the mix, and he's available for selection. So that's pretty good for us. But other than that, that's kind of where we're sitting at the moment with the squad.
And then any new inspiring quotes or thoughts for the week?
Yeah, one that we have been using as a team is we've been talking about self-confidence, and it's actually an equation that we use, which is who I am times or multiplied by what I do. And we're kind of been honing in on who we are as players, as rugby players, and then times it by the style that we play and what we do. And if we can nail those two things, then it should equal self-confidence. And that's been something we've been driving with our team.
Always fascinating to hear the insights here from the muscle man himself. And speaking of nicknames, any other updates you got for us? I'll be back in the booth commentating the Free Jacks game. I'd love to throw in a couple of rip snorters.
Well, to be honest, my favorite one at the moment is I was a huge WWF, before it became WWE, wrestling fan. I used to get up late in New Zealand time with my dad and watch it, and in the 80s. And my favourite was the Ultimate Warrior, and I've actually got an Ultimate Warrior in the team, Vian Conradi.
And he was in sublime form recently, so that's a fantastic one. Well, listen, always great to get your take on things. Coach Orion Martin, the muscle man, as we know, hasn't seen the gym since 73, but make sure you catch all the action at freejacks.com. You can check the schedule, you can get tickets, and make sure to watch the match against Rugby ATL 8 p.m. Eastern on Nesson and the Rugby Network. Carve it up in Atlanta, the city that has 71 streets with a variation of the word Peachtree in their names.
Amazing stat.
Let's ride.
Thank you very much.